Josh Rock takes on Martin Schindler.
Gefühle und noch größere Darts hier bei der Elton Safety Shoes Austrian Darts Open 2025. Die Halbfinals live und präsentiert von der PDC Europe hier aus der Steiermark-Halle in Graz, Österreich. Wir kommen zu unserem ersten Halbfinale und hier kommen unsere Spieler. Wir begrüßen zurück aus Strausberg, Deutschland, die aktuelle Nummer 21 der Welt. Ein Sieger auf der Pro Tour und der Gewinner von 2 European Tour Titeln. Hier kommt Deutschlands Nummer 1, The One, Martin Schindler. Und hier kommt sein Gegner aus Nordirland, die aktuelle Nummer 14 der Welt. Er ist der Gewinner von 4 Players Championship Titeln und der aktuelle Dutch Darts Champion. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? It's Rocky Josh Rock!
Two guys who have had stellar weekends are set to do battle in the semi-final of a European Tour. 3 games apiece, and both Josh Rock and Martin Schindler are averaging more than a ton for the tournament. Now, when these two go head-to-head, special things tend to happen. 4 of their 5 meetings have been in the quarter-final stage or beyond. When Josh Rock beat Martin Schindler in the semi-finals of the Dutch Darts Championship last year, he went on to take the title, beating Johnny Clayton in the final. When Martin Schindler beat Josh Rock in the semi-final of the Swiss Darts Trophy at the end of last year, he went on to take the title, beating Ryan Searle. These might not be the elite players in the bracket of the 2 Lukes and Michael van Gerwen, Gelwin Price, etc., but they are the next tier down, and they are surely only a matter of time away from reaching that status. Martin Schindler was sublime in his quarter-final win over Chris Dobey. Another European Tour win against Dobey. 108 average, was hit by the wall. 153 checkout as well, which was probably the best checkout we have seen all weekend in the context of the match when Dobey was sat on 32, ready to break the throw. But Josh Rock has been brilliant in his own right with wins over Christoph Ratajski, Danny Noppert, and most recently his quarter-final against compatriot Daryl Gurney. Chris Mason is alongside me in commentary. Here's a question to start this game off. Who have you been more impressed by out of the two this weekend?
Well, Josh Rock's been getting all the plaudits, hasn't he? But when you look at their numbers, Josh 100.40 for the tournament. Martin Schindler 101.60. They've hit 28 180s between them, 16 for Josh, 12 for Martin. I mean, these two have been brilliant. Both have had a big average. Josh with one of just over 105 against Ratajski. 108 for Martin against that thrilling game against Dobey. Their finishing has been on point. But Martin's been doing a lot of damage early in legs, hasn't he? Has the superior opening 9 dart average. Not by a lot, by enough to possibly stick Josh under pressure on throw. But Josh Rock has that winning feeling. But in an answer to your question, I've been impressed
41.
mightily by both.
161.
Rock first to a finish. Well, he's knocked one off, 161.
41.
Not a great setup, but Schindler will not take out 196. He's not that good.
Josh, you require 120.
Shanghai then for Josh Rock. Well, that's neither here nor there in terms of being a marker.
60. Martin, you require 136.
Another treble 20. Needed it to leave double
96.
8.
Josh, you require 60.
What a chance to
Martin, you
hold.
require 40.
Will he get punished? I think so. Just over 50% in that department for the tournament for Martin Schindler.
Game on.
Yeah, a couple of ropey attempts there from Josh Rock. He went for 60 and the dart at double was actually lower than the single, which doesn't exactly bode well, and the double 10 was quite a way off target.
Well, even though Ross Smith come off as a winner, he said I just couldn't. In his last game, he said I just couldn't feel my fingers. They're just going all over the place. Just no grip. He said the heat out there is just immense.
45.
Bit of European Tour semi-final housekeeping. We go first to 7 legs. So a slightly extended format, making them sweat it out even more.
The players will certainly appreciate. Means the early exchanges are quite as important as they are in a race
59.
to 6. Some people are saying, well, it's only an extra leg. Surely it can't make that difference. It makes a whole difference to your mentality and approach.
105.
Especially as it's tagged onto the end of a long weekend where they've already had to play 3 times.
Exactly that.
There is a train of thought that these European Tour events are among the hardest to win because of how many games you have to play successively.
100.
Statistically, Rock is pretty much superior in every metric over the last 12 months, but it's minuscule. Certainly
60.
not enough to make a strong prediction on who wins it.
Josh Rock.
As you've already rightly said, it's 3-2 to Josh in their 5 meetings. But the three most recent meetings, which are probably the most important because probably will remember them because they were significant. The 2 semi-finals you mentioned, and the last time they met,
100.
Was not that long ago, and it was Josh Rock who gave him a 6-1 thumping.
55.
And on that day, he went to take the title.
Yes, so there's a theme, isn't there? He's the man you want to play in a tournament, because you know if you beat him, you go on to win it.
180.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure Ross Smith and Ryan Joyce will have something to say about that.
100.
Land of opportunity is the phrase that our commentary colleague Dan Dawson has been using all weekend, and it's a huge chance for one of these to
Very
scoop
apt,
a title.
isn't it?
134.
Absolutely so.
Strong leg from Schindler.
140.
87 after 9. A possible 11 darter, a third breaker throw, and a 2-1 lead. 20 and ball. Treble 20 bonus.
Games from the
Classy.
third leg.
Very, very classy
Schindler.
indeed. There's something just different about Schindler of late.
Fourth leg, and Martin a throw first. Game on.
He's not a particularly tall man, but he's grown in stature, if you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, figuratively grown
Yeah.
in stature. Literally, those days are gone.
Yeah, it's just like he's playing with so much more belief and confidence.
134.
Because that's what winning gives you.
Chasing down Josh Rock's weekend total of 16 180s. Schindler's already hit 3, so he's one behind on 15.
Remarkably. Well, you know, if Josh has just gone off the boil slightly
41.
because the 180s aren't there, because when he's absolutely at it, as we've seen this weekend, he hits a truckload of them.
97.
It was a 12 dart
Martin
leg 3.
90.
Attention on another one here, possibly an 11. Oh, 54 leaves 36.
Games from the fourth leg.
He had the luxury of time to be able to go for treble 18 and double.
.45.
Sure. Whether Josh is feeling possibly a bit of fatigue. He's only averaging 88 at the moment. We're into leg 5.
140.
This is a real off-colour performance so far. As we know, and as we've seen in this tournament, that can change and change quickly.
98. .140.
Martin Schindler can take the title here this weekend, and with all the European Tour events coming up between now and the end of July when we go to Blackpool, there's a real chance he could sneak into the top 16 in the world.
140.
Yeah, where is he?
He's 19 at the moment. Now, he's still some way off Danny Noppert in 16, but assuming he does win, you add another 20 grand or so onto the total to what he's on now. Not beyond the realms of possibility.
Absolutely not.
Neither is 1, 2, 3. Bullseye for Martin Schindler for another break of throw, and he's just narrowly wide.
Well, the one that could really do some damage is Ross Smith.
Rock looking to damage tops.
96. Martin, you require 25.
Well, that leaves double 7. If anything, that might be a happy accident because he won't have to navigate a blocker on double 5.
11.
Yeah, if Ross Smith wins the tournament,
Joshua
he
requires
leapfrogs
20.
Danny Noppert and puts himself back in the top 16.
Games on the fifth leg. Joshua. Sixth leg
That will
of Martin
that will be of huge relief.
It's only a hold of throw,
58.
but it was a leg where Martin Schindler missed 3 darts at double. So, one that Rock, you could say, was fairly fortunate to win.
Yeah, it certainly was in the end. Maybe something that we reflect on in 10 minutes or so. Josh can
44.
find a bit of a streak, because this is a poor opening couple of visits from Schindler.
98.
Get this back to 3 apiece. Who will be the happier of the 2 players?
59.
Josh Rock started the day as the bookmaker's favourite, which I suppose comes with its own pressures.
Yeah, he was 5-1, wasn't he, I think?
Which again, it's another nice indication of how the sport's going. Gone are the days when we see 13-8 favourites, for example.
Yeah, that's right, actually. Very, very true. The eras of MVG and Phil Taylor.
Martin, you require 160. $70. Josh, you require 40. Gage on the 6th leg.
Chasing doubles, but Josh Rock successfully wins that chase on double 5.
7th leg.
Now he's got control of the game. It's 3-all. It is already shaping up to be a really tense affair.
Yeah,
36.
speak from experience. Semi-finals are the hardest ones to win.
Why is that, Mace?
Well, I think it boils down to, like, it's been an okay tournament if you get beat, but it's that pressure of being in the final. You know, getting to that final, being one of 2 players who
41.
are left with the opportunity to lift that trophy. We're still yet to find out about the Grand Slam criteria, but winning one of these may well be your card, effectively. That golden ticket. We don't know yet, but they certainly supersede the Pro Tours, of course.
60.
Incredible response.
That means he has overtaken
100. Martin, you require
Josh's
81.
tournament ton 80s. He's now at 17. He's at 5 in this match. This doesn't feel like it should be 3-3. Well, it won't be for long.
Yeah, we've not completed the 7th leg, and Martin Schindler has already hit 5 180s. It's a sublime total. Josh Rock's not hit 1 yet.
Martin, you
Yeah, that's when you know
12.
he's out of sorts. Prolific.
Gage on the 7th leg.
Yeah, just giving himself a bit of a G-up, and it's a break back. So he regains control now of the match.
8th leg, and Martin a third first. Game on.
3 of the 4 legs he's won have been in 13 darts or fewer.
Yeah, he's been the dominant player, hasn't he?
99.
Statistically. Anyway, 10 points higher in the averages.
58.
5-0 in the 180 column. 16 points ahead prior to this
55.
turn in terms of 9 dart average, the opening 3 turns.
123.
Schindler looking really, really good. Not just to scoop £30,000 in ranking money and the trophy as well, but of course the
125.
coveted green jacket, which I'm not sure how gratefully received that'd be in this heat.
Yeah. Just put it on and take it off.
1 photograph and that's it.
Yeah. do the media outside.
100.
I think it's a lovely concept. Works for me.
Yeah, same month as the Golf Masters as well, so it's quite topical.
Yeah.
Martin, you require 122.
Rock looking to follow his fellow Ulsterman, Rory McIlroy, to success.
Yes. Good show. How good was that? Chuffed to bits with him for him.
54. Josh, you require 87.
20-odd treble. Leaves double five. Josh Rock hits double five. He's hit that a couple of times already.
Josh Rock.
It's a checkout that we saw achieved in exactly the same way from Schindler earlier on. And now Rock has wrestled the throw again, despite averaging 7 points fewer.
He's hanging on by his fingernails, bless him. It is a great effort. I think he may be suffering with the heat. Not sure whether he can get the kind of traction on the tungsten that he's trying to achieve. Smith said they were just coming out of his fingers like butter. More like ghee, wouldn't it, in this weather?
60.
There you have it. In virtually every start, Martin Schindler has been the star
61.
player.
Yep.
Another dart lost to the floor. So many of those this weekend.
99.
We used to have those air conditioning. Well, they looked like tables. They were tables for the players, but
100.
going out into the crowd, they were like an air conditioning unit. We used to have them at the match play just to try and put your hand in front or your body in front just to cool yourself down a bit. This place could do with those.
If there's one venue that you're reserving that for, it's the match play. Winter Gardens in Blackpool.
60. Josh, you require 156. 100.
56 after 15 darts, and right now that's enough. Could be enough for a
85.
unlikely looking
Josh, you require
5-4 lead.
56.
Well, it looks unlikely, but it's the reality.
10th leg, Martin at third.
Back-to-back legs for Josh Rock, and he has got his nose in front.
A 180 drought for
57.
Schindler. He's not hit one in 2 legs.
Yeah, 4 in the previous 5.
140.
He is here for Schindler is to, sorry the pun, but try and keep
60.
cool, because he'll be frustrated. When you're in a match like this, you feel like, well, how am I behind?
140.
Why am I not in control?
$100.
63 points the lead, plus these. There we go. Only took him 10 legs.
Josh Rock, your 180 has arrived. 41 after 9. This is a wonderful leg of darts.
28. Josh, you require 41.
Is Martin Schindler starting to wilt under the pressure?
And frustration.
9.
Incredible, really. 5 minutes ago, Schindler had this game in the palm of his hands. Now he's really struggling to hit anything.
80. Josh, you require 32.
He was 3-1 up, wasn't he? And looking in control.
Gage on the 10th leg.
And just the game seemed to just unravel slightly, and then he bounced back with that 180 and 13 darter, and we thought, right, here we go again. He's now got control. And then Josh Rock has produced
57.
3 on the spin, including 2 breaks of throw in 15, 18 and 14. Let's see now. There's one away.
100. 100.
He's got to be so careful from here. Is there another twist in the tail of this tie?
100.
Well, there's always likely to be resistance from Martin Schindler. He's too good a player not to put up a fight.
47.
Correct shot to go for the bullseye there with 192 left. Fails to leave a finish.
57.
Neither does Rock, so no real damage done. 6 darts at 174 to break throw. Go within 1 of levelling the tie up.
134. 100. Martin, you require 40.
Another break of throw.
A host of them in this match. Bends the wire of double 10. He's held himself together there. Really, really well. He misses there. It could be all she wrote.
Martin at third first. Game on.
Well, this has been a topsy-turvy roller coaster of the game. Josh Rock won the last 3 legs without Schindler having a go at a double. He's responded in fine fashion,
58.
breaking the throw. Rock will have the advantage of throwing first if we do go to a decider, but
140.
the way this game has gone, it might not count for much.
No, not with the amount of breaks we've already had.
You look at the averages and you think they're quite ordinary, but this has been a game full of drama, full of 180s as well, if you are Martin Schindler. That's 7 of them, compared to the solitary 1 from Rock.
It's Rock who's 1 away. Despite the max, Rock is
58.
it's on his heels. Just not enough, that 60. Needed more. Needed to pressure Schindler, who finds a treble. And another.
170.
Leaves single
59.
to double. That was the rationale
Martin
behind going for the bullseye.
35.
For how well Schindler has played, anything but 6-all would have been a bit
3.
hard to handle
Joshua
for him.
Maguire, 142. $62.
We are surely
Martin
primed to go
Maguire,
all the
32.
way. We have done in so many games at the Austrian Darts Open this weekend, and the first semi-final is no different. Martin Schindler has been put under immense pressure by Josh Rock, but he's reversed that in the last 2 legs without letting Rock have a go at a double. What a time this would be for a 180. 140 though is a more than adequate start.
Absolutely. In a last leg decider with the throw, you'll take a 140 all day, every day, and twice on a Sunday. Schindler looking to hit back. A great first start, and well, for him, a couple of wild ones.
100.
40 in a ton. Down to 261, forcing a 2 treble visit out of Martin Schindler. And he can't find a
60.
single treble. Coming up dry in a decider is a disaster. Should go back up.
131.
Made that look easier than what it was.
needs 3 big trebles.
100.
Well, that visit of 100 ensures Rock doesn't need to go for the bull.
$58.
He looked tight. He's felt it in this one. There is no doubt, because this is way off the pace we've seen in the entire tournament.
100. Joshua requires 72.
Double 12.
48.
2 darts missed to go into the final in around an hour's time.
Martin, you require
He couldn't, could he?
141.
Well, he hit a sensational 153 checkout to dash Dobie's hopes in the quarter. This would eclipse that. Won't happen for him.
65.
Double 12 then for Josh Rock.
24.
He's been to the final here once before.
18.
And if Martin Schindler takes out 76, he won't be at another one this year. 5 match darts have been missed by Josh Rock. Opportunities squandered. Schindler needs to remain ice cool. And I believe the fans are on his side. He will get 2 goals at double 8. On the wire.
60.
What an opportunity.
Joshua requires 6.
Double 3 to save Josh Rock. He's going 2 double 2.
4.
Well, he probably couldn't believe that the dart could go down the side of there and not go in.
Martin, you require 16.
7 missed match darts. And Josh Rock has been made to pay, because Martin Schindler is through to the final of the Austrian Darts Open. Neither player may have produced the quality they have throughout the tournament, but they produced drama. It was a 180-laden display from Schindler, and yet he walked away with an average of 90. Will he care? Of course he will not. The last time he beat Josh Rock in a European Tour event, he went on to win the title. He is 1 game away from picking up number 3 on the European Tour. Martin Schindler is in the final.